that was 66 cents.
Continue for 1 mile.
Okay, so yeah, and then they gave us $1 raise, so I got $1.66 raise. But 2.5% of your salary, you have to understand, if you only make $10, you're going to get you might get 10 cents. You know, you're not going to get the same amount that I got. But what they did is he gave us this after, you know, he had told us back in August that we weren't going to get a raise at all. Yeah. And we're already like underpaid compared to other federally qualified healthcare centers. I mean, we're like the lowest paid one. So it was just a slap in the face, and everybody was really upset about it. So after that first blow, and everybody's been mad for months over it, he comes out and has this meeting and tells us, you know, like, hey, I'm going to give you the cost of living raise, and then we're also going to give you across the board, everybody's going to get $1 raise. Okay, well, that's nice, but they came out with they got a different insurance policy for us.
Parkway West.
Now, luckily for me, I don't have to take their insurance, but basically, if you took the insurance, and see, they used to like provide insurance, like I think you had like free, like for you yourself, it was free. It's not now. It's $70 per paycheck for a single person. Okay, so that's $140 a month. And if you decide, like, let's say that I had to carry me and
continue for 43 miles.
Me and Lacey and Hendrix, it was going to be $555 a paycheck. And if you carry your whole family, your spouse and your children, it's $1,014 a paycheck. It's $2,000 a month. Nobody even makes that there, except for maybe the doctors.
Nobody going to take it.
Well, I mean, there's some people. I mean, and everybody was like, that day that came out, like there were people crying. It was so sad because, like, my friend, I have a friend that works there, and her kids had gotten like K-chips or like welfare. But then her husband, because her husband was out of work, and then he got the opportunity to work again, you know, and started driving a truck. And so they lost their K-chip cards. Well, for the insurance for her to pick it up was going to cost more than what she actually made. She said, there is no point in me even coming to work, because, I mean, I couldn't afford to even the gas to drive to work, because I'm literally working only for the insurance. And we had one guy there that had started working and just literally worked there, not because the salary was great, but because it was free healthcare and he needed insurance. So now I don't know what's going to happen to him, because the only reason why he worked there was to get insurance.
You probably.
Yeah, and you know, go back to not having any insurance, and that's so sad. That, I mean, that policy was just impossible. Nobody can.
They're still sticking with it?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
So yeah, you gave us $1 raise, but how's that going to account for the fact they're like, oh well, that should cover it? Are you kidding me? How does that cover it? That's not.
She'd be better off quitting and go back and see if she get K-chip.
Well, that's what I told her. When she ended up getting, they ended up somehow getting the K-chip cards back for now. I think it's like they're going to reevaluate it in 6 months or something, and she said, I'll just deal with it when it comes to it. But I told her, I said, honey, you'd be better off, and I would never give anybody this advice, but you'd be better off to just quit and stay at home and draw food stamps and a medical card, because, I mean,
How many kids you got?
2, but her youngest daughter has autism and has to go to therapy twice a week. And she's like, there's no way. Like, and even if I have to take them to the doctor, if I took this insurance, if I'm paying $555 every 2 weeks, if I have to take them to the doctor, how am I going to pay the deductibles and the co-pays and the medicine? Because then they also raised our deductibles and stuff, and I think it was $3,300. So the first $3,300 that you owe comes out of your pocket. So until you meet that, like, the insurance doesn't even work. So, like, if you went for, like, let's say you had to go for an x-ray and it's $2,500 out of pocket, the insurance is paying none of that until you come up with your $3,300. It was just I don't know why they chose that, and they can't sit there and say that was the only thing that was available.
Is she not got a Medicaid on her daughter that's cut off hip? She don't?
No. She's not got on,
she ain't on a waiver?
know, because, and here's the thing that was heartbreaking about that, I told her about it. And, you know, it does, when you get on that waiting list, it honestly take up to 2-3 years. I mean, I think Hendrix was on it for like 2 years, because he got that, you know, home and community-based waiver for the medical sideway at Speed 2 until he got on the Michelle P. So, I had told her about it, and she got on the, well, she got contacted him and got the form for it and sent it in. And she called back the other day when she found out about this insurance to ask, like, you know, where's our place in line or whatever. They said they never received that letter, so they had to start completely back over. Yep.
Oh my God.
She was like, I am, you know, and when it's stuff like that, here's the thing. She gets up and she comes to work every day. You know, she struggles really hard financially, struggles so hard financially. And, you know, some people don't make their own luck. They just truly have one bad thing after the next happen to them, and it's a constant fight just to keep your head above water. That's a hard life. And you feel sorry for people like that, because that's the thing. Even being her friend, I couldn't even loan her $1,000 and get her out of the muck that she's in. It's not going to help. It's long term, you know. So it's just sad. It breaks your heart for people when, and so everybody at work is just really at their wits' end with everything, because they've made it so, like, they'll throw you a cracker and then they'll take a big fat foot and stomp right on it, because I mean, you're in shambles. How is that going to work? How do you justify giving somebody $1 raise and being like, oh yeah, now here's the crappiest insurance we could possibly get for you?
Don't care, you know. When
They
CEOs and own companies, you can't have a heart.
That's what I'm saying. How do you go to bed at night knowing that at least 150 people employed for you are going home considering, do I take out insurance or do I just quit work altogether and have nothing? Like, how do you do that?
Yeah, say, do I quit and stay at home and try to get something else insurance?
That is not the best insurance they could have got us. I don't know what the decision making process was behind that, unless it just, see, they used to pay our part. Like, you know, that's why we got free health insurance, is that they paid. Here's the thing, when a company gives you an insurance policy, for example, you pay, say, like $70 a month. If you pay $70, they're probably paying $30 more a month just to cover you, right? To buy that policy for you. So they do chip in something, but I guess it just, they can't say that we're not making enough money for them to pay for that for us, because that's basically kind of what they hinted at. Was it was like, well, you know, Jennifer can't carry your money anymore. Okay, well, with growth comes responsibility. If you're going to continue to grow and you're going to hire 5 more doctors and 5 more nurses, and you're going to open another clinic in this county, you better make sure you can cover what you got first, because that's what's happened.
Take care of the ones you got, then worry about opening another.
What, baby? Okay. So yeah, just, I don't know, just crazy.
People end up having to quit work. I mean,
well, I mean, it's just, there was one girl up front, she works in admitting, she said that if she took out the family plan, which is what, before this happened, they were all on her policy, that she would not even gross enough to make the $1,000, because she doesn't even gross $1,000. So basically, she would be in the negative every paycheck if she took the. And they're not going to let her take that. They're not obviously going to let you take the policy because she doesn't make enough to even pay for it.
Be in trouble.
Yeah, what do you do in a situation like that? And I told Jackie, that's my friend that has the, you know, situation with the insurance. I told her, I said, that's the one I told you to be better off quit. And I said, you know, honestly, it'd be probably, and this sounds so crazy, terrible advice to give somebody, I said, you'd be better off not taking any insurance at all, because how many times a year do you actually go to the doctor?
Right.
Because we still get seen for free at Juniper, and so do our kids. So like Brian, like my spouse and my kids, we still get seen for free at Juniper. Okay. The labs or the x-ray readings, those are not free because that's from an outside company. But I told Jackie, I said, listen, for the simple stuff like strep, flu, all that stuff, you're still gonna get, your kids are still gonna get seen for free. Okay,
Yeah.
so yes, it would suck if you had an emergency. God forbid one of them was to have like gallbladder go bad or appendicitis or whatever. But you know what? What are they going to do? They're not going to put you in jail because you don't pay your medical bills. They're going to put you in collections. Whoop-de-doo.
Turn right.
You know, if you
Turn
can't pay
right.
it, you can't pay it. 9 times, Jackie, you'd probably be better off just risk not having insurance at all and just pay out of pocket for, you know, what your
Turn
medicine
left
or
for
whatever. Because
Avenue
a
Railroad
lot of
Place.
these
Then turn
pharmacies
right on
have those
Avenue
discount
Railroad
programs where,
Yeah, they
you know,
give
the
you
$4 medications,
They supposed to offer you the
cheapest alternative.
yeah.
They don't always, but they should.
Yeah, they're supposed to.
Now listen,